Definitely, when I'm president, vice president, member of city council, pretty much wrote everything down because I wanted to make sure I stick strictly to what my comments was. But you noticed just a moment ago, there was a number of folks that exited the council chamber. Those folks were part of the folks that were very concerned, and part of the Black Lives Matter protesters.
Can you just state your name, please?
Charles Willis, Executive Director of Citizens Against Crime. So I'm closing my notes, and I'm going to be very brief. Throughout the several weeks, you all have noticed a number of protests. I support freedom of speech. Citizens Against Crime supports the freedom of speech, freedom of right, the freedom to exercise your constitutional rights. What we don't support is, because of your freedom and rights, that you infringe on the rights and peace of others. That's unlawful. As we went throughout the weeks of engaging in marches and protests, we were able to identify some of the concerns of some of the leaders. One of them, Madam Secretary Clerk, called the name. That was part of the group that exited. I want to thank the continuing assistance of Major Drew from the Richmond Police Department and his efforts of reaching out to those protesters as we attended a march last week in Monroe Park. Major Drew extended an opportunity to meet, to voice their concerns in a more setting that's appropriate, so that we can direct each and every one to the purpose for the protest. One of the things I said to one of the individuals tonight was that I'm not going to stand before council and ask them to make me a white man. I'm black. It is what it is. So as we march and protest about Black Lives Matter, then when we come up before council, let's make sure we address council to ask them for things that we know they can do, and not ask them to do things that have to deal with Ferguson or New York or other cities. Richmond is Richmond. We don't have police brutality here. We don't do that. We have a process in place. It's called internal affairs. We have folks like Major Drew and Chief Tersabic and others, We have a city council. We have a public safety meeting. We have so many opportunities where citizens can come and voice their concerns and get it straight. So the accident that you saw of the group just now, those group of folks that were here to exercise their right to protest, accepted the challenge to meet, and we look forward to the meeting. I assured them that there were council members that would be glad to meet with them, and they accepted that challenge, and it's just a happy day for me to see folks that want to engage in a proper process here in our city of Richmond. Thank you so much for the opportunity to speak.
Thank you.
Next speaker is Montague Magruder.
Good evening, I'm Montague Magruder. Last week, the General Assembly introduced two bills that basically have the exact same language that could put the future of the Richmond public school system in jeopardy. Those bills are House Bill 2253 and the companion bill, Senate Bill 1370. Both bills would establish the Richmond City Public Schools Learning Excellence by aligning Public Schools Commission. Both bills were crafted by the city administration according to the Times Dispatch in an attempt to shield council and the mayor from making decisions that were considered, quote, politically dangerous. Both bills would allow for this commission to sell surplus property for economic development purposes. And given the recent round of economic development that has come down the pipe over the past year, we can kind of already figure out what economic development means.
Man, this shit was crazy tonight.
Well, that last part just proved every damn thing I said in my article.
Yeah.
Because Charles Willis is the one that grandstood in my front yard. And Jazzy was talking to him and everybody left, and he's clergy response. So yes, I just proved every damn thing I said.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Fuck. assholes.
Well, I mean, that's.
But I got it on tape, so there we go.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty obvious. And like, why didn't they wait around to speak? Like they had all this stuff planned.
Because Charles Willis and Steve Drew were talking, and then
Yeah.
he pulled Jazzy over, and then
Right.
away they left. But don't say that they're led by them. No, because that would be like speaking the obvious.
Yeah, that is pretty obvious.
Shit, when you got it on film.
Hey, to our left here. Our left.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just beyond.
I just finished up.
Very few. Got away.
I finished up a procedure.
Yeah. Well, it was worth coming tonight then, because I got all that nice footage.
Yeah, we got some good footage.
I liked Mo's speech.
I mean, I agree with Mo. And,
Yeah, I do.
but like she's like right in the middle of it, so she's like
Yeah,
she's
oh,
like,
dude,
you know, it's good and I like it, but like that's the same shit I was saying like years ago when she was attacking me and like they were running these fucking operations against me. So
yeah. I'm gonna end this.
yeah.